In other news, the Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development expected to celebrate the launch of the Selonskraal Heritage site. The Molokwane Guest Lodge will be handed over to the Bakwena Modimosana Manamela Communal Property Association near Rustenburg. SABC reporter Bafedile Moerane is joining us now live to tell us more. Tell us, Bafedile, very good morning to you. Tell us about this heritage site and the importance.
Good day to you, Blaine, and the viewers. Yes, indeed, we are here at Farm Selonskraal outside Rustenburg here in the northwest, where the Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Land Reform is here to hand over this farm to the community of Modimosana and other 4 communities, which is said that they were staying here around 1650 and they were removed around 1920s. So now it's actually been a difficult journey for this community, Blaine, to get this land back. So for more information regarding that, I have invited the MEC for Agriculture and Rural Development in the province, MEC Desbomohono, to enlighten us and tell us more about this restoration and the journey that they've went through for many years in trying to buy this land and restore it back to this said community. MEC, thank you so much for joining us here today. Tell us about this land, the journey that you've went through, the challenges that you've encountered, and the efforts that you have put as government in ensuring that this community get their land back after the claim.
Thank you very much, Bafedile, and thank you to your viewers. As the government of the Northwest and the government of South Africa, we are very excited today. This is a beautiful day that after a long journey, after a long struggle, we are officially as government handing over the land that belongs to Bakwena Modimosana, who have struggled, who have journeyed for a very long time. They will tell you that the uncle put a claim around the 70s. It's a long time. I was still a child then. The process only unfolded in 2016-17, where government then got into it seriously. The struggle was that there were other portions and they had to check other portions because the one that the Bakwena Modimosana have claimed, it was another portion. So they had to buy everything. This land is over 1,000 hectares. Now today in 2020, we are officially saying that the journey, we have finally arrived. There's still a lot that needs to be done, but what makes us happy is that the land is being restituted to their rightful owners. When you listen to them, some of them are so emotional. They are crying, but those are tears of joy that our ancestors have laid here, because this land also have got a heritage site. It's a national heritage site. Their forefathers were buried here. And for them it was painful because they couldn't visit their graves because somebody else has taken the land. And you remember the painful history of South Africa where people were forcefully removed where they belong. So today as government we are saying, when we say we are going to restore the dignity of our people, we mean this. When we say we are going to take back what is rightfully belonging to our people, this is what we mean. Today is a joyous day in the Northwest. The Bakwena Modimosana are happy. They are going to have a beautiful sleep tonight because what their forefathers have left for them is finally restored. What is left with us as government is to walk this journey with them. What is left with us as government is to ensure that the post-settlement of land restitution is being taken care of, so that this, you see, there's a beautiful lodge, there's heritage site, people are going on game drive now. We want to see them enjoying this. This is 100% black owned, and this is what we must support. People must come to this lodge. It has got about 72 plus rooms that can accommodate people. Bring your conferences here, bring whatever. You come and enjoy. You can hear the breeze. It's nature. It's nothing noisy. There's no noise here. You can only hear the bird. So as the government of the Northwest, we are so proud to say, don't lose hope in this government. This government will continuously ensure that we restore the dignity of our people.
MEC, we've heard some of the claimants here speaking there on the podium saying that you must open doors for them when they need assistance from you. They've also raised issues, concerns about the CPA, because you understand that this land is going to be run by the CPA. What's the way forward? What is it that you're intending to do in that regard, in helping, in ensuring that the CPA accounts on every aspect regarding this land?
Bafedile, CPAs in the whole country, there are problems. But what is important, you need to make sure that as government, we also support them. They must hold their AGM, where they will make sure that the leadership that they have elected is the leadership that have the welfare of that community at heart. In more cases, when you hear the queries of the CPA, it's a question of fighting among themselves because of money, because of this and that. But we are saying as government, we are willing to walk a journey with them. You'd understand government, how it works. We politicians will pronounce, but there are people who must implement. That's where the crux of the problem comes. If our officials could be so devoted in what is expected of them, I can tell you, we can have a better country. But as government, we want to make sure that the CPA do account. Remember, there's money involved. So CPA must have their books intact all the time. CPA must report that indeed they meet. They must report back to the community. Because remember, the CPA is holding for a community. So they must have consistent feedback to the community so that community can know that indeed what is being restored to us is going to change our life. Because the main aim of restituting this land to our black people is to make sure that they live a better life. You know, there's nothing powerful like land. You know, you can take them all, but leave my land. Because in the land, that's where you can do everything. In the land, that's where generation after generation can come and enjoy. You can imagine, if we make sure that we maintain everything properly, how many generations will benefit out of this? We are going to create jobs here. If this is well maintained, we are going to improve the GDP of the province. The tourism department must come to the party and market this destination. People must know that there is a destination called Molokwane, and this is the fun that you can. You see, I see the little bit of palace here. If you look here, you see a little bit of palace. The aim of the beneficiary is to make sure that we have our second Sun City here, and that is a beautiful dream. And as government, it will be very critical for us to ensure that we support their dream so that it can be realized. And when we do this, we are alleviating heavy weight on government of ensuring that people get jobs, people's lives are being improved. They must help us to create jobs. Remember, government cannot create jobs alone. Private sector must also make sure.
Thank you so much, MEC. This is the MEC for Agriculture and Rural Development in the Northwest, MEC Desbomohono. You've had her, Blaine, indicating to us that they will actually work hand in hand with this community in ensuring that the coming generation also benefit from this legacy.
All right, Bafedile Moerane, live for us in the Northwest. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting.